place 10 feet inside the train. All aboard.
Howdy, folks. If you're just joining us, welcome aboard the Walt Disney World Railroad. We're headed for Fantsyland and to Main Street, USA. Everybody stay seated. Keep your hands and arms, feet and legs safely inside the train. And as always, keep an eye on your little ones.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
As we head into the American wilderness, we'll pass by the dusty desert town of Tumbleweed. And keep your eyes open for the runaway mine train. Runaway mine trains are Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Runaway trains. Right at home here in the prairies and forests of the American wilderness. These woods haven't changed much since the days when settlers started heading west. Nowadays, the rails can carry us safely through the wild, and a trip that used to take months can now be made in just a few weeks. There's plenty of deer, antelope, and elk that feed along the banks of the river. And naturally, plenty of early settlers decided to put down stakes and live here too. Of course, those early settlers weren't the first to make their home in this wild frontier. These native tribes of the Plains Indians were living, hunting, and trading for centuries before we ever came along. Almost out of the woods, folks. We're coming up on the most magical lands, Fantsyland, a place where every dream come true. Fly over London with Peter Pan. Set sail on the small world. Take a trip under the sea with the Little Mermaid. Be our guest at an enchanted feast in the Feast of Fancy. Or journey to the Seven Dwarfs Mine, where a million diamonds shine. Whether you're a pixie princess or just an everyday dreamer, there's always something special about Fantsyland. If you've been riding trains as long as this old-timer, you may remember the days when the circus would come to town on the local road. It set up permanent headquarters as the Fantsyland Storybook Circus. This is the place to fly high with Dumbo, or Throwing Goofy on the Barnstormer, a rollicking ride of circus acrobatics and coaster bridges. This station is also your gateway to the rest of Fantsyland and Tomorrowland. Now, please wait until the train has come to a complete stop. Gather your coffee and carry your strollers away from the platform before you start unfolding. That way we can start. Please watch your step. Thanks for traveling with us on the Walt Disney World Railroad. Join us again real soon. If you're still aboard, Main Street Station.
We're pulling into Fantsyland Station, which is also the gateway to Tomorrowland. If you're leaving the train here, please stay seated until the train is stopped and you hear me say all clear. Please stay seated. Please do not stand up until the train is stopped and you hear me say all clear. Please stay seated. Please stay seated.